And I've been thinking that because of the fear I'm having at the moment of going outside and interacting with strangers, because of the lack of practice I've had over the last 3 or 4 months, I've decided that I need to make more effort in really addressing that problem and tackling it before it gets worse. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to make a big effort to do small things that scare me. When you first start trying to address your anxiety, starting off with small things that worry you a little bit but you think you can manage, it gives you the confidence to try the next step. And in the past, this system has really worked for me, and it was a lot of effort and it took a lot of time, but it did work and it greatly reduced my anxiety. So I'm going to employ this system, so by the time I move out of my parents' house in about a month's time, I will feel much more confident about going out into the world and just getting things done that need to be done. So I'm going to take you along with that. So the first thing I've decided to do is I'm going to go to the supermarket today, which doesn't seem like a big deal because lots of people have been going to the supermarket this whole time, but because I'm at home with my parents, I haven't been the one doing the supermarket shopping, so I haven't done it in a long time. And a couple of years ago, anything like this gave me a huge amount of anxiety, and the lack of practice I've had over the last 4 months has really allowed that to re-establish itself. So I'm going to do my first attempt to tackle that today. I've done my hair and I've done a lot of eyeliner today, so I still look cute under the mask, which is completely irrelevant and not a big deal right now. But for me, looking nice always gives me more confidence. So when I'm trying to battle my anxiety, I think it's a really good idea for me to make an effort with my appearance, and it does kind of help. So we're at the supermarket and so I don't know, I think the plan is I'm going to come in with me. I haven't decided yet. We have a list of things we've run out of. The list is longer than I expected on the basis that people kept just adding stuff. I don't know. What do you think?
What don't you know?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I should just go in and do it on my own. I don't really want to, but maybe I should. Or maybe that's too big a step for the first time.
Whatever you want to do.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all.
Well, I'm trying not to parent you.
Okay. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Okay, we'll both go in, but we'll get different stuff, so we won't walk around together. I'll get a cereal because I know what both of those look like. Okay. So I am back from the supermarket now, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all, and I think generally the thing is my brain makes me think that things are going to be awful, and then they're not that bad, and it wasn't fun, and I was definitely having an anxiety reaction, but it wasn't too bad. I got the stuff I needed to. It was fine, and I can do it again. The thing about supermarkets that stresses me out the most is the choices. There's so many things to choose, and I just look at the shelves and I just think, oh my god, I cannot. There's so many things, and it really overwhelms me, and just the whole experience of supermarkets stresses me out. So that was step one. I've done that now, but I'm so tired. I need to go and lie down for a bit. The problem with facing your anxiety is that it is so tiring. So it is Wednesday morning, or arguably afternoon. We're going to go to a local garden centre. I want to get some plants for when I move into my new place. It's not ideal to be tackling all of this anxiety stuff with the pandemic, but this is the time I'm living in, and this is when I need to tackle my anxiety. So unfortunately, that's how it is. So, outing number 2, we're going to a garden centre. I think I've already said that, I can't remember. Because I want to buy plants for my bedroom. and hopefully I won't kill them. So I'm just letting the car air out a bit because it's very hot in here. I'm not sure I vibe with my outfit, but that's okay. You don't need to let that add to the anxiety, which it generally does. When I don't vibe with the outfit I'm wearing, I generally feel more uncomfortable. Right. Disaster! Successful trip. I have a headache. My feet hurt because I forgot about the hill. I don't know why this garden centre is built on a hill and they didn't bother to level the floor out, but they didn't, and it fools me every time. Yeah.
How was your anxiety on this trip?
Well, it was fine until you said, all right, choose a plant, and then my brain kind of went, oh no, I don't want to. And I did start having a stressy moment of there's too many plants, I love them all. Oh
No, that didn't sound good, did it?
there was a clatter. OT number 2, check. Hi everyone, so it's Thursday or something. Yesterday we went to the garden centre and it has just been discovered that we have no ground coffee or whatever it is. Apparently that is a necessity, which means we need that before tomorrow morning. So my mum suggested that we use this as an opportunity for me to go to the supermarket again and this time go in on my own. But it's fine. So I'm just doing some quick makeup so I feel a bit more confident. After the garden centre yesterday, I had a raging headache. So I went and I laid down. I don't think I entirely discussed how I felt. So we were looking at plants and it was cute and I love plants. So I was having a nice time, and then my mum kind of said something like, okay, well, you should probably choose one now because we've been here for a while. And I don't know why, but that really caused me just to feel like an overwhelming sense of panic. Like just the thought of having to choose just really made me want to cry in the shop, which luckily I didn't, but I have been known to do that before. But I didn't. I held it together and I kind of just didn't internally panic. So I think probably from the outside you wouldn't have been able to tell, but from inside I was panicking. And in the end I think I basically just pointed at the closest plant to me because I was like, right, I've got to pick something. I don't know how to pick. I feel like I'm dying. That one. Okay, so today what I'm doing is going to the supermarket. I'm going to go in on my own today. So I can do it. It's fine. My mum will still drive me because I do have a driving license. But tackling my anxiety around driving and parking is a whole other thing. Yeah, that's not what we're focusing on right now. One source of anxiety at a time, thank you.
It's fine.
I know. It doesn't make it feel fine. Are you sure?
Yeah. Where's it going to happen? You come out with no coffee.
Taylor's
Hot lava
Hot
lava java.
Yeah.
If you can't get that, get the Taylor's in purple. And if you can't get any old Taylor's, just some coffee, please.
Oh, it's so hot. Well, that was... I wouldn't say a disaster, but it wasn't ideal. I couldn't find it. I looked in every single aisle and I couldn't find it, and I didn't know why I couldn't find it, and I read all the labels and I couldn't find it. So I started to panic a little bit. So then I decided I would do another lap, and you know where the coffee was? It was in the baking aisle.
Oh. What was it doing there?
I don't know, and it didn't say coffee on the label, it just said baking and eggs. And that's where the coffee was. And then I was the randomly selected person that had to get blooped and checked that I wasn't stealing. So then the lady had to come over, and then she re-blooped all of my things, and I was going, wait, did I bloop them all? Did I bloop everything? Yes, but did I?
I always
I had, but
it makes you paranoid.
But it's okay, because it went wrong, but I survived, and I still managed to do what I needed to do.
Breathing better now.
Yeah.
Stopped hyperventilating.
Well, I was hyperventilating in the shop. And it's done now. Right. I need a cookie. So I'm back from the supermarket and I have run out of energy. My brain's pretty clear though. I can form coherent thought, which is always a bonus. When I was going around the supermarket, I was really starting to feel panic because I couldn't find what I was looking for. I started to panic and I started to get overwhelmed, and I was trying really hard not to cry in the shop. I told my mum that. I said I was determined that I wouldn't fail. She made the point that part of the reason I'm so anxious about things like going to the supermarket or other shops is I'm afraid to fail in the task. And she kind of made me realise that people fail. Sometimes you go to the supermarket and you don't come back with what you wanted. It's not a disaster, it's a thing that happens to people, and practicing being okay with failure, I think, actually is something I could be working on more. Yeah, I think because part of the reason why I find so many very basic situations so anxiety provoking is because I'm terrified that I won't succeed in what I set out to do. But actually failing things isn't the end of the world, especially tiny tasks like buying something from a shop. You think I'm just gonna lie here for a while. Doing these trips makes me so tired. So there's no actual ending to this video. I was going to film a proper intro and outro today, but the last 2 days I've had terrible night's sleep, so I just feel rough, and so I didn't get it done today, and it's Saturday evening, so I'm putting this up tomorrow, so there's no time like the present. So I've done 3 challenges with my anxiety of going out, and putting myself into situations where there are other people and things that need to be done. And even though they were very small challenges and I've only done 3 so far, I can already feel the difference. So that's just my first 3 attempts. I will be continuing doing this because obviously I've not conquered my anxieties that quickly, but I feel good about it in the future. I will be continuing to push myself out of my comfort zone, and maybe I will revisit this type of video in the future when there's some progress. So if you enjoyed the video, please like it, comment below and tell me if you have anxiety or any fears or phobias of things and how you try and combat them. Have you done systematic desensitization or something else that's helped? And subscribe to my channel. I do chronic illness, mental health and lifestyle content, and currently videos are going up every Wednesday and Sunday, but I don't know, it's causing me some problems with the frequency. We'll see, but I'm going to keep going with 2 a week for just a little bit so I can really test whether it's possible. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Bye bye.